You send in 41,000 emails, 350 voice messages, 744 tweets, 48 Facebook messages, and 100.
And with that, the 2024 season comes to an end. Good night.
Today is New Year's Eve, 31st of December. I'm now 32 years old. I got arrested in February for making complaints regarding the misuse of institutionalisation and an institutional self being incorrectly implemented, causing severe pain and agony that has now developed into high-risk torture. And it's on the basis that officers or the system itself has used mortification of self and an institutional self, and it's ended up with potentially tens of thousands of incorrect relativizations through it. What I mean by this is an institutional self is the full character of a human being in society and the control of the individual. I'm left in severe pain every day. Every single day my life's controlled, and it's cost me every day of my life. For example, I've had my entire sex drives internalised. It means I've got very limited, if any, interest in sex, no sex prowess, or any recognition of what sexual tension, sexual lust, or any kind of sexual drive is. This is not to say that I cannot physically get sexually aroused. It's just on the basis there is no tension, there is no prowess, because they've de-charactered it. I have also had my ability to think for myself de-charactered. That's including focus, ability to think for myself or other, leaving me in a brain-dead state for now, going into the 9th year as of tonight, because it is New Year's Eve. It is 2016 to 2025. I've been in a brain-dead, mindless state, subject to internal braking sessions. What I mean by this is, up to 200 times a day, I get my ability to think for myself pulled out, causing severe pain and agony. This is leaving me in a more and more brain-dead, mindless state, getting worse and worse. And I notified police of this in February, like I notified the probation service in 2016, and I have done every single day since, and have ignored it and continued using mortification of self, leaving me more and more institutionalised, losing more and more of my future and life. They don't have any idea what that is, but I do every single day when I'm living in a second by second state. It hasn't got anything to do with mental health issues, nothing to do with drugs, and nothing to do with external factors. However, these high-risk individuals working within South Yorkshire Police and National Probation will, I can only assume, justify it or rationalise it with pre-made alibis or self-default alibis that are totally universal in the system. In other words, they do what they want. They have been using an institutional self incorrectly on me, leaving me in a second by second critical state every minute of every day for over 8 years, now to be 9 years, costing me every minute of every day of my life. I have made the claim it has cost me sexual relations with potentially 50 women. It has cost me a mortgage, children, marriage, potentially at least 3 exotic holidays, and I have also been unemployed in long-term employment now for going into the 6th year. It means I haven't been long-term employed with a contract with a monthly pay slip in now 5 years, going on to 6 years. That is because the second I got off licence, I got sacked, and I have not been employed in a proper job since, despite the odd 2 days or 3 days here and there, which I have now not been in work for 2 years, which means I have never been in a sexual relationship, never married, not been employed in 5, nearly 6 years, no level of education that's relevant, and still not been on holiday with my friends. I have had my life taken off me and internalised to be used as a human punch bag every single minute of every day. That's leaving me more and more in a controlled state and institutionalised. And the misuse of it has got thousands, if not tens of thousands of relativisations through it, including homosexuality and a vast array of nonsense. I'm being used as a punch bag. A physical punch bag. A physical punch bag, and I'm now homeless. I've lived in a tent for nearly 18 months, and the situation is getting worse and worse because they're still using mortification of self, losing me every day of my life. This is 8 years going into the 9th year. It's a joke. That can't be the information they're putting in the system, but I told them this in February. They've ignored me, charged me and forced me to go guilty through a courtroom, and it's still going on. It's solely South Yorkshire Police's responsibility, 100%. Whether it's probation officers or police officers committing crime, the fact is I've just lost every single day of my life for 9 years in a brain dead state. So whatever information they're putting in the system is not true to reality.